Prentice here with some of the great Ozark Mountain fans. When you want the top hot wrestling action right here on Channel 8 every Saturday night at 11:30.
The most exciting half hour in professional wrestling. It's Ozark Mountain Wrestling with the country's greatest wrestling stars, like the Spiders, Cactus Jack, and the North American wrestling champ, the Colorado Kid. So get ready for all the hard-hitting, high-flying, drop-kicking action of Ozark Mountain Wrestling.
Wrestling fans, and welcome to Ozark Mountain Wrestling, the absolute hottest wrestling show in all of television right now. And you know the way we know that? Because all the other groups are jealous. You know, they're out there running their mouths. They're so afraid Ozark Mountain Wrestling is taking over the area. Well, we are. You're right. Cousin Betty, I'm glad to be here at the ASU Armory, Jonesboro, Arkansas. What a show we got today. The Moondogs are here.
Boy, I can't wait to see them, Bart.
And contrary to popular belief, Wildfire Tommy Rich is here tonight.
Oh, boy, he's a great. I love him.
And the Colorado Kid, Mike, samples so much action in these 30 minutes, and we're going to be going to an hour real soon. I can't wait to be able to stand out here and talk to you for an hour.
An hour? You're going to talk to me for an hour?
As long as you brought some food. You bring some food tonight?
Well, I sure did.
You told me you were going to stop and get me something at Steak and Shake. Now
I did. I stopped,
okay,
and
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
me and my honey ate supper at the Steak and Shake, and we brought you. Okay, we brought you back a doggy bag. Here it is.
A what?
A doggy bag. In the little doggy bag, we have what I had left over of chicken strips. Would you like a bite?
You brought me one piece of chicken. I've never done this to you. I've never done this to you ever. One piece of chicken.
Anything.
You're so cheap.
You took my shake last week, and you told me I had a phone call, and I didn't have a phone call, and I haven't forgot, Bart Prentice.
Now to the ring. Steak and Shake is the best stuff. Okay, Cousin Bird here with my favorite Cousin Betty at the ASU Armory. We're about 15 minutes into this match, ladies and gentlemen. The wrestlers around the ring are Lumberjacks. It's a Lumberjack match. If the wrestler goes outside the ring, they're supposed to throw him right back in. But as you see there, with Nature Boy Buddy Landell and Tasha's boys, they jumped Tracy Smothers. There's the Phantoms of McClarity Brothers and Sean Taylor to help him back in. The wrestlers thrown out, they're supposed to be thrown back in immediately. But some sides don't adhere to that. Tommy Rich there with a big DDT. Cousin Betty, this match has been incredible.
It sure has, Bart. That Tommy Rich knows what he's doing. Of course, I love Tracy Smothers, too. They're both something to see.
There he throws him out again. Buddy Landell taking cheap shots. I hate that Buddy Landell.
Well, I don't. I kind of like to watch him.
Well, no accounting for taste, Cousin Betty. Cousin Buddy. Cousin Betty. Okay, Wildfire Tommy Rich raking the eyes. I don't see what you see in Buddy Landell. Of course, you are an older woman. I guess an older woman, he would appear to an older woman. Not that you're an older woman, but you are an older woman. But anyway, now he's choking Tracy Smothers down to the mat. Wildfire Tommy Rich. You know, Cousin, he's a former NWA World Champion. And some people who are very jealous of our promotion were spreading rumors that Tommy Rich wasn't even going to show up this night for this Lumberjack match. But we knew he'd be there.
Of course he'll be there. If he says he's going to be somewhere, he's going to be there. If, you know, his word is good. I mean, his name is his word.
But it's the same for Ozark Mountain Wrestling. If we advertise a wrestler, they're going to be there.
Definitely, though. We'll be there. People are just jealous of us because we've gone so far so fast.
Yes, we have, and going faster. And boy, do we got some big news in a couple of weeks. It's going to shock the world. Don't tell them, but we got some news, don't we?
What news?
You know, yeah, that's right. What news? Don't tell them. That's right. Okay, Wildfire Tommy Rich against Tracy Smothers. Into the midsection and again. Punch to the foot. Whoa! Tracy firing up now. Tommy Rich down hard to the mat. Backs into the corner. Wildfire Tommy Rich. Ladies and gentlemen, what a grueling match this was. Wild-eyed Southern boy Tracy. Whoa, he's punching him like crazy.
I think it's something personal now, Bart, when he's mad.
Well, you know, Cousin Betty, it's been personal for about 6 to 8 weeks. Oh! Now, that'll knock your lights off. Foot's on the rope. These guys have been going at it hot and heavy. It's been personal for a long, long time, and we was hoping that maybe this Lumberjack match would settle this feud, and it hasn't. So, and you're going to find out about it later in the show, and I'm going to tell you now because I want the world to start buzzing. Tommy Rich and Tracy Smothers are going in a 10-foot steel cage next Monday night at the ASU Armory.
I can't wait to see that. That'll really be something.
Tracy don't know who's coming up to, on the mat trying to help him. Tommy Rich. Oh, yes. Buddy Landell had to hand him a brass knuckles. 1, 2, 3. Your friend Buddy Landell caused Tommy Rich, and, well, he won the match.
Why do you always dog Buddy Landell? What's this going on here, Bart?
Because he's dirty and he's nasty. He's not playing by the rules. Tommy Rich, your winner. What a match! What a match!
What hit me, Bert?
Buddy Landell passing Tommy Rich something.
He crossed my running lights. I always had all the utmost respect for Tommy Wildfire Rich. But Tommy Rich, I'm telling you this right now. I said this before and I'll say it again. This is Ozark Mountain Wrestling, and you know you got something going when a few people are a little bit jealous. So let me tell you this, Wildfire Tommy Rich, next Monday night. I know Cactus Jack is supposed to be here against you in a cage match. You know what I say? I love Cactus Jack like a brother, but I know for a fact he can't be here. Bert Prentice, I'm telling you and the hundreds of people in Jonesboro and the millions of people at home, next week, next Monday night, I want the cage match with you, Wildfire Tommy Rich.
You got it. You got it.
Ho, ho, ho. Nobody gets in, nobody gets out. It's going to be a wild, bloody affair. And by God, Wildfire, we're going to solve this next week, next Monday night. There won't be any change. There won't be any coming from behind. It'll be straight up right here in the fastest rising wrestling promotion in the country, Ozark Mountain Wrestling. Tommy Rich, I am going to kick your bleach blonde ass.
Inside a 10-foot steel cage, Tracy Smothers against Tommy Rich. Anything goes inside a 10-foot steel cage. Okay, let's take a look at this Monday night's card. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is incredible. 2 cage matches in one night. Only at the ASU Armory, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Monday, May 22nd at 7:30 p.m. There are $1 coupons all over town, so you find one of them, you could get in for only $4 or kids only $2. The cage matches are going to be incredible. There's 7 big matches, so much to talk about. I'm going to cut right to the chase. The big semifinal, a North American title match. The Colorado Kid will defend his North American title against, he don't even know who the opponent is because it's Tasha's surprise. It could be anybody. Cage match number 1, Wildfire Tommy Rich against Tracy Smothers. Anything goes. The referee stays out of the cage. The match continues until one man escapes over the top or through the door. Cage match number 2, the Moondogs against the Spiders. Once again, anything goes. It's going to be wild. Tell me a promotion that's promoted a bigger card than this in the last year, and let me tell you, it ain't happened. But it is going to happen this Monday night at the Jonesboro ASU Armory. 2 cage matches in one night inside a 10-foot steel cage. The Moondogs, the Spiders, then Tommy Rich and Tracy Smothers. Going to be big. On tour, ladies and gentlemen, Friday, May 26th, Fan Appreciation Night in Paragould at Labor Park Center. All seats just $2. It's also camera night. Bring your camera and you can pose with any and all of the wrestlers, good or bad, at 7:30 p.m. Colorado Kid, a big bunkhouse stampede. Hot action, Paragould, Friday, May 26th. Saturday, June 3rd, in Rector, the Moondogs are coming to Rector at the Rector Community Center. Saturday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock. Now, we want to raise a lot of money for the men's organization in Rector. Please help us out. The Spiders will be there. Colorado Kid in a big title defense. You can get advance tickets at Rector Florist, Glensane Motor Sales, and Sigsbee Insurance. Please turn out in Rector Saturday, June 3rd. Coming back to one of my favorite towns, Hardy, at the old Hardy Gym. Friday, June 9th in Hardy at 8 o'clock. Colorado Kids, Spiders, Tasha's Boys, Man Mountain Mike. A lot of surprises Friday, June 9th in Hardy. In fact, the Moondogs will be in Hardy on June 9th. Coming in June, stay tuned for these dates because we are coming in June to Blytheville at the new YMCA. Manila, Truman, Cersei, big show coming up in Batesville. Got a brand new big sponsor down there in Batesville. All you fans of Batesville, we're coming in June. Plus, West Memphis. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow afternoon from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock, the Moondogs will be signing autographs at the Walmart Supercenter on Highland in Jonesboro. Come on by and say hello to the Moondogs and get coupons for wrestling this Monday night. But the Moondogs will be at the Walmart Supercenter tomorrow. That's Sunday, May 21st, from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Come on by, see the Moondogs, say hello to all of us. We'll be at the Walmart Supercenter signing autographs tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be inside a 10-foot steel cage. You're going to be locked in a cage. We gave the match to Tracy's mother.
No. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not scared.
Oh.
I didn't ask you nothing either, Bert Prentice.
I'm just glad.
Hey, shut up. Shut up. Bert Prentice, whether these ignorant people here know it or not, a cage is one of the most dangerous matches in professional wrestling.
And it's got to be that way. There's too much help on the outside going on.
I didn't have no help. I beat him with a small package, 1, 2, 3. I didn't have no help.
You're going in the cage.
Shut up! I'm going in a cage.
Monday night, right here in Jonesboro. Your new home on Monday night, Jonesboro.
Brother, I don't know that I like Jonesboro or not because these stupid rednecks. Tracy Smothers, you better shut up, Hellbone. You come shine my boot if you got something to do. Huh? You ain't got no teeth either. Don't nobody in this town have no teeth, do they? Tracy, shut up so I can talk about what I got to talk about. Tracy Smothers, I've wrestled the best in cages, brothers. It goes from the Andersons. It goes from the Hansons. It goes from the Koloffs. And then it goes to Buzz Sawyer. God bless him. He's in his grave, Tracy Smothers. So what I'm telling you, Monday night, you want to be bad for these rednecks, that's your prerogative. Monday night, next Monday night, and this might be my house. This might be my house in Jonesboro. Monday night, Tracy Smothers, you're going to make the walk down to that steel cage. And when I run your head across it, the blood's going to flow. Monday night, Tracy Smothers, are you as ready as I am?
We'll see who's going to be ready, but it's going to happen inside a 10-foot steel cage. The referee stays outside the cage. The only way to win is to escape. Wildfire Tommy Rich against Tracy Smothers. It's going to be big, and it's going to be only at the ASU Armory Monday night. Hey, wrestling fans, I'm at Trent's Rental Center on Nettleton, where you can rent to own name brand furniture, appliances, you name it. I couldn't believe it. You got washers and dryers, refrigerators, gorgeous stereos, televisions, dinettes, my favorite lamps that I'm going to take home today. Trent, it's so good to have you back on the show. Tell the fans, how do you go about renting furniture?
Well, what you do, Bert, you come in and fill out a rental order, and we have our prices established on the merchandise. You come in, you can pay weekly or monthly. Most of our appliances are set up on an 18-month agreement. You pay on it 18 months, you own it, you pay it off early, you get half off the rent-to-own price.
So I'm going to buy a washer and dryer, and about 9 months paying, if I say, okay, Trent, I want to pay it off.
The payoff is half the balance.
Did you hear that, ladies and gentlemen? When you need to rent some furniture, appliances, stereo, television, whatever, this is the only place I want to see you go. Trent's Rental Center on Nettleton. The phones are busy. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard me say many times, the Paragould is absolutely one of my most favorite cities in all the world, and it is. In fact, I now live outside of Paragould, and I love it up there. And I want to welcome a dear friend of Ozark Mountain Wrestling right now. Everybody in Paragould knows he is. He's the voice of the Ridgecrest Rams, Jimmy Dodd Jr. So good to have you here on today's wrestling show.
Great to be here. It really is. Just what a great atmosphere down here at the ASU Armory tonight.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah.
I know let's talk about Van Bouden's golf game a second, too, while we're out here.
Okay.
You know, is it about as exciting as our wrestling, or are we a little ahead of him?
I don't think he quite matches up with the Moondogs, Bert, but Van can hit it a long way. If he just knew how to putt, he'd be dangerous out there.
I think the Moondogs are going to play with him next week out at the Parago Country Club, except they're
over here a little while ago.
They're going to use chairs, and they'll let him use his putter or whatever. But we sure appreciate you coming by. And what's going on with the Ridgecrest Rams this year? They have a good year. See, I moved there so late, I don't know what really happened.
Well, we had a really good year both in football and basketball, and as you know, the wrestling fans in Paragould are, hey, they're hot. They love wrestling.
Labor Park Center,
Hey.
you know, we're packing it out every week. We may need a bigger building.
You may need a bigger building.
Will you build us one?
Well, if Van can win some more money on the golf course, then maybe.
Well, like Jimmy said, well, now back to action. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the ASU Armory. There's the Spiders. As you see, they're Shanghai and the Moondogs. The Moondogs premiering with Ozark Mountain Wrestling tonight. They're in full time now, and we signed them immediately against our toughest team, the Spiders. And the Spiders sent out those phony Spiders. Cousin Betty, I don't know who they are, but they came down the steps, and I knew them Spiders were in the building.
Cousin Bert, do you really not know who they are?
Well, I think I know who one of them is, but that you know, that other heavy one, I'm not sure who he is, but I know that one is Sexy Steve. Oh my gosh! Did you see that? Took the referee completely, not only out of the building, he might have took him out of this world. My gosh, we need a medic to come check this referee. The Spider, I think that's number 2. He'd be the only one loony enough to try to do that. Knock that referee's head off with that chair.
Bertie, it looks like he's not completely out.
You know, I really thought these, my gosh, I thought the Moondogs would come in and take it to the Spiders. The Spiders have simply gone nuts on the Moondogs. They're aboard. Look, right over Spider number 1's head. All right, it's hard to follow all this action. The chair down hard. Typical Moondog match.
This is the first time I've seen the Moondogs, Cousin Bert, and I can't believe it. They're so mean.
As old as you are, I thought you'd seen the Moondogs.
No, I've never seen them. I knew of them, and I knew they were real popular, but I've never seen them in action before.
Oh, I thought, you know, since you're so old, you've probably seen them in your travels. But anyway, there the Spider goes outside the ring, and the other one goes outside the ring. Moondog Rex down to the floor. My gosh, what's going to happen to the Moondogs? Ladies and gentlemen, this got so wild that this Monday night, we're putting all 4 of these in a cage. You just can't control them. And look at the people are standing. It was just unbelievable wrestling action. Moondog spot, Moondog Rex throwing Spider number 2 across. Down hard. Where the Spiders jumping from behind. But I tell you what, the Moondogs controlling the match now. What's he doing? Set up with a big splash. 450 pounds. There's Moondog spot on top. Now going back over to Spider 1. The referee actually has gotten up and is back in the ring. Why did he do that? He can't barely stand. Hit with another chair, Spider number 1. Ow! You know, I've had that happen to me when I was working in Tennessee. That plain hurt. Now the referee down again. That referee, someone needs to carry him out, get him to the dressing room. My gosh.
We need Dr. Levinson to check him. He is supposed to be the official Ozark Mountain Wrestling physician, isn't he, Cousin Bert?
Well, he wasn't here that night, but he should have showed up.
He sure should have. That guy needs some medical assistance.
The Moondogs against the Spiders. What a match this was, ladies and gentlemen. My gosh, now the Moondogs going for the mask of the Spiders. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see all these great stars when they come to Rector, Arkansas on Saturday, June 3rd. Now, throwing the Spider into the chair. My gosh. Oh, the chair hit. What's he doing? Going back for the referee, and oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What does that Spider got against that poor referee? Absolutely lays him out. Moondog spot and Spider 1 on the floor. Spider 2 and Moondog Rex inside the ring. Boards flying. We move these chairs back an extra 4 feet so the fans are in no danger. You're not in danger when you come to Ozark Mountain Wrestling, I promise you. But my gosh, look at this. Moondog Rex drops down. Punches up for the Spider number 1. Moondog Mania. My gosh, the Moondogs and the Spiders. Spider number 2 in the background firing up on Moondog spot. Where are they getting all their results? My God, these Spiders are some incredible athletes.
They are, Bert. They're really professional. They work out every day. I'd love to see what they look like behind those masks.
I don't know. Whoa, look at the people are standing up. Moondogs trying to grab a chair there. Spider number 1 is bleeding. Spider number 1 is bleeding through the mask. That spider on his face has now turned red. There, Moondog Spot just throw the chair. My gosh, talk about chair-mania.
That's the worst beating I've ever seen either one of those spiders take.
Well, let me tell you something. Them Moondog are taking a beating, too. My gosh. Moondog Spot trying to shake it up. These spiders are going toe-to-toe with them.
You're right, Bert, they are. I mean, these guys are so much bigger than they are. I don't see, oh my goodness.
There's a meeting of the minds there. I can't wait to see this one in a cage, ladies and gentlemen. Anything goes. No referee will be in the ring. Look at all the fans there on their feet. Nobody in, nobody out. Anything goes this Monday night at ASU Armory. Plus the Colorado Kid's going to be on the card against Tasha's Surprise. Tommy Rich, Tracy Smothers in a cage. 7 matches. My gosh. For $5, Cousin Betty, they ain't a better deal in the world.
No way, Cousin Bert. $5 to see this, that's just too cheap. We need to go up.
Well, I don't know. We're going to treat the fans right, the ones that have supported us, because we're going to deliver what we said. Whoa. Almost had that mask off. Did you see that?
I'd love to see his face. I wish he would get his mask off.
Did that spider have a beard? It looked like he had a beard.
I don't know. I couldn't really tell.
Now they're going for the mascot, Spider number 1. He's going to get out of there, I guarantee you. He does not want the world to know who he looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, Bert Prentice here with my cousin Betty. Betty, you don't know this, but I just found out. Next Monday night, May 22nd, inside a 10-foot steel cage, Tommy Rich and Tracy Smothers. But ladies and gentlemen, the promotion has added another match. The Moondogs and Spiders are going in the cage, the 10-foot cage, next Monday night. Tonight, they went all over the building. It got crazy. But the Moondogs and Spiders are going to be in the cage match this Monday night. A double cage match. No referee in the cage. He stays out. You got to escape to win the match. What about Ozark Mountain Wrestling?
This is Big Bart. Who else would have this but Ozark Mountain Wrestling?
You know, a lot of the other wrestling companies, a lot of the other fans, they're getting jealous because we got the prettiest sidekick in all of wrestling right here. And Ozark Mountain Wrestling is making waves all across the country. Let's tell them once and for all, Cousin Betty, are we here to stay?
We're here to stay. We're not going anywhere.
Ozark Mountain Wrestling, your best entertainment value in all of the Ozarks.
Well, Moondogs, from what I hear, Bert Prentice is putting us in a cage match Monday night. Well, that is just fine with us, because you cannot run from us anymore. Last Monday night, the ASU Armory, you were running all over. You ran to grab a chair here, you ran to grab a chair there, you were bringing boards. That's just fine with the Spiders. You want to play with that, you're going to play with the best of them, Moondogs. Your big, fat, overweight Chihuahua bodies don't want none of the Spiders. We're sick and tired of Bert Prentice bringing people in here. He brings in these big, fat buffoons. Moondogs, you're coming down, ASU Armory Monday night to wrestle us in a cage. If you think for 1 minute we're going to take one chair shot and not give it back, got 4 words. I don't think so. What are you going to say about this? Moondogs, let me tell you something right now. If you're coming down to the Jonesboro Armory Monday night thinking to see some spider blood, you got another thing coming, because let me tell you something, Chihuahuas, you're not going to see nothing but your own blood.
Okay, let's take a look at this Monday night's card. Ladies and gentlemen, this one is incredible. 2 cage matches in one night. Only at the ASU Armory, Jonesboro, Arkansas, Monday, May 22nd at 7:30 p.m. There are $1 coupons all over town, so you find one of them, you could get in for only $4 or kids only $2. The cage matches are going to be incredible. There's 7 big matches, so much to talk about. I'm going to cut right to the chase. The big semifinal, a North American title match. The Colorado Kid will defend his North American title against, he don't even know who the opponent is, because it's Tasha's Surprise. It could be anybody. Cage match number 1, Wildfire Tommy Rich against Tracy Smothers. Anything goes. The referee stays out of the cage. The match continues until until one man escapes over the top or through the door. Cage match number 2, the Moondogs against the Spiders. Once again, anything goes. It's going to be wild. Tell me a promotion that's promoted a bigger card than this in the last year, and let me tell you, it ain't happened. But it is going to happen this Monday night at the Jonesboro ASU Armory. 2 cage matches in one night inside a 10-foot steel cage. The Moondogs, the Spiders, then Tommy Richard, Tracy Smothers. Going to be big. On tour, ladies and gentlemen, Friday, May 26th, Fan Appreciation Night in Paragould at Labor Park Center. All seats just $2. It's also camera night. Bring your camera and you can pose with any and all of the wrestlers, good or bad, at 7:30 p.m. Colorado Kid, a big bunkhouse stampede. Hot action, Paragould, Friday, May 26th. Saturday, June 3rd, in Rector, the Moondogs are coming to Rector at the Rector Community Center, Saturday, June 3rd, 8 o'clock. Now, we want to raise a lot of money for the men's organization in Rector. Please help us out. The Spiders will be there. Colorado Kid in a big title defense. You can get advance tickets at Rector Florist, Glensane Motor Sales, and Sigsbee Insurance. Please turn out in Rector Saturday, June 3rd. Coming back to one of my favorite towns, Hardy, at the old Hardy Gym. Friday, June 9th in Hardy at 8 o'clock. Colorado Kids, Spiders, Tasha's Boys, Man Mountain Mike. A lot of surprises Friday, June 9th in Hardy. In fact, the Moondogs will be in Hardy on June 9th. Coming in June, stay tuned for these dates because we are coming in June to Blytheville at the new YMCA. Manila, Truman, Searcy, big show coming up in Batesville. Got a brand new big sponsor down there in Batesville. All you fans of Batesville, we're coming in June. Plus, West Memphis. Also, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow afternoon from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock, the Moondogs will be signing autographs at the Walmart Supercenter on Highland in Jonesboro. Come on by and say hello to the Moondogs and get coupons for wrestling this Monday night. But the Moondogs will be at the Walmart Supercenter tomorrow. That's Sunday, May 21st from 1 o'clock until 5 o'clock. Come on by, see the Moondogs, say hello to all of us. We'll be at the Walmart Supercenter signing autographs tomorrow afternoon. What a great show tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to all the great fans, Cousin Betty. We want to make sure, now mark your calendars, there'll be no wrestling on Channel 8 next Saturday or the Saturday after that because of the Children's Miracle Network telethon. But we will be back, hot, live, and otherwise, on Saturday night, June 10th, in our normal time slot right here on Channel 8.
That's right, Cousin Bert. We'll be back, so we're not going anywhere, but for 2 weeks, it goes to a good cause.
Yeah. And believe me, got a lot of surprises in June for you. Hot action coming all over the area. Let me tell you, it's Ozark Mountain Wrestling. That's what we're screaming.
Slowly sexy, open your arms and live around me. 'Cause you're the one, yeah, that I desire. It feels so hot, it feels like fire.